Good morning from Mandalay, Myanmar. Ashley with Culture Love here. Gonna be in this northern city for the next day and a half or so. Super excited to go check out all the Chinese and Indian influenced food up here and see how it's different from the south in Yangon where I was, or even Bagan. So let's go check it out. Breakfast in Mandalay, Myanmar. I'm at Teahouse, classic Teahouse, and Teahouses were really important to the history of Myanmar. Traditionally, it's where all the men would hang out, but it was always a place where you could have open dialogue no matter what the subject was. So what better way to have classic dish? They consider this like the unofficial national dish, and it's mohinga. So you have vermicelli noodles, you have banana flower blossom, there is chickpea fritters as well, and then the stock is fish-based. So looks pretty hearty, smells great. There's hard-boiled eggs as well. Let's give it a try. Very hearty, very fishy. There's also woodier mushrooms in it also. Let's try another bite here with some of these fritters. To me, it definitely needs that crunch of the fritter. It lends just a different, lighter texture, breaks up some of that strong flavor that you get from the soup. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and have my tea, and then let's see what we can find. Up in Mandalay, and something I really want to try is the Shan noodles. Shan noodles can be found all over the country. There's tons of restaurants doing it, but it comes from the northern region originally, so I wanted to save it for while I was up here. So I'm at a place that's pretty popular. There's about 4 or 5 different locations that I know of. It's a little local spot, and it's called Mogok Shan, and I got the Shan noodles. So the Shan noodles, the thing that makes them different than other noodles is the rice that they use is wetland rice, which is much more glutinous. So the rice is supposed to create noodles that are a lot more sticky, works really good, and sauces kind of soak up all the flavors. So they'll take the rice, they boil it, and then they knead it by hand, and then they roll it, and then they put it in through the machine to make the noodles. So you can get your Shan noodles wet or dry. You can get it with pork, vegetables. Traditionally, in some areas, they do curry duck. So I got mine with pork. It looks amazing. I've kind of mixed it all up. There's lots of herbs in here. Looks like little fried noodles, pieces of pork. And then on the side, you get some pickled vegetables. It looks like some greens, maybe some cucumber, and stalks of probably whatever braising green they're using. So let's try this out first. Strong vinegar taste. Good, but very, very strong. These greens, they even taste like mustard greens. A little bitter. Alright, but I'm excited. Let's dig into these Shan noodles. So let's try to grab some of the greens, some of those crispy bits. That's really, really nice. So good. It's really light, but there's still a lot of flavor in it. I'm not sure what the broth is based out of, but it tastes to me like a really, really well-made chicken noodle soup broth. The noodles are awesome. I really, really like them. They soak up all the flavor. You can kind of see them. They kind of coat it in that broth and oil. And something interesting that I noticed about these noodles are they're not cut to be round. They're actually cut rectangular shape, which is interesting. I wonder if that's part of the reason why it helps soak up everything so much. But I think it's delicious. It's a cool little spot, kind of off the main road. So after this, gonna go check out some of the sites and then see what other tea houses we can find. part of the reason there's so much influence in the food here in Myanmar is partly due to because of the history. So from the late 1800s to the 1940s, the local government here found it really important to do trade with Singapore and India. So what does that mean to us today? Well, when you've had your fair share of noodles, don't get me wrong, they're great. You can then jump over and have some curry. So I'm at a local restaurant, Merry Min, and they're known for having really consistent curry. So I got a coconut curry with tofu and vegetables, potatoes, peas, cauliflower, carrots, and it smells delicious, and I've been waiting for curry all day. So let's give it a try. It's really good, really flavorful. The coconut milk is amazing and I love it. It's a little bit thinner than I'm used to for curry, and it's not spicy at all, at least not for me, but it's good still. And I do know there's a lot of different variations of curry here. You do have Indian curry, they have Burmese curry, and they all kind of have different spices and flavorings, but this is really good, and the portion is huge. So let's try some of this chapati, which is beautiful, just super flaky. Give it a little dip. That chapati is so good. Well, I'm pretty much a happy camper now, so I'm gonna hang out here for the afternoon and then see what's going on tonight in the city. I've been on a mission in Mandalay to find as much local food as possible with northern influence. So I found this dumpling shop called Warling Dumplings, and they make an awesome steamed dumpling. So I've been told. I was told about this place earlier today by another shop owner, so finally made it here. So I ordered the fish dumplings. They're steamed and they're served in a salad of braised greens, dried shrimp, and fried wonton noodles. And then it comes with a side a chili dipping sauce that smells like fish sauce, also shrimp paste maybe, and a ton of cilantro. So let's try it out. Wow. The noodles for the dumplings have the perfect amount of chew, great filling inside, spring onion, tons of fish inside too, and that chili sauce is amazing. Like ground chilies, almost like sambal, garlic, and tons of cilantro. They did not disappoint with sending me to this place. This is an awesome way to end my day here in Mandalay. And if you're into food, I definitely recommend coming to this city. It is so much fun. So many different influences. It's very easy to get around to all the neighborhoods, and it's been a blast. So I'll see you guys next time.